those who have received. Okay. Now, so if you look at this, first thing also the same. The first thing you need to do is check additional informations. So this is income statement given to you. You can see you have an interest. No, you can see you have a tax and financial charge. Financial charge is your interest expenses. Yeah, get it? This one, the financial charge, is your interest expenses. This dividend is what dividend? Expenses or income? Financial charge expenses, right? Minus, right? Then this one is plus, so this is income. So this is your dividend income. Are you okay? Investment income, interest income. Here you got two things. You have interest expenses, you have interest income. Are you okay? Okay, now next. So if I need to start, I will always start from profit before tax, right? How much is the profit before tax? 92 plus 71. Okay guys? Get it? You have to do your own manual calculations. So when you start off, here, it will be 92 plus 71. So you get, okay? Can I? Now, next. So look at the additional information. You have only two things. Operating expenses here, including a loss on disposal of non-current asset 5,000. Means that here you have operating expenses, right? They directly give you 309. But inside here is including loss on disposal 5,000. And then during the year, you have a plant. The cost is 80,000. Accumulated is 15,000. You was disposed of. Okay, guys. Now, how much you have sell it? Question never mentions. You will know later. If the question never mentioned, means that you will know in later when you open up the T account. Now, when you look at all these informations, you will here you have loss, right? You don't have the price or how much you sell it, right? So with the loss on disposal, you should be able to balance out. Now, when you look at all these additional informations, means that you need to open accounts already. Now, the idea is this: how many accounts you need to open from these informations only? You need to open disposal, one, the cost account, right? The asset accounts, and the accumulated depreciation. At least these three you must open. So we'll open the account first. So you need all these informations for you to open the accounts. Huh? Opening 750, closing 1048. So here you have opening. Here opening 750, closing 10. Do you remember? 48. Alright. Disposal just now. Cost, original cost is 80,000, right? So this is from your non-current asset, means this PPE. So you go to disposal, 80,000. Now accumulated depreciations according to question just now, how much? 15K, right? Also from the question just now, they tell you you have a loss on disposal, right? How much? Huh? Cannot remember. 5,000. So means that you sell it for how much? So out cash will be 60,000, right? Okay or not? You just balance. So this will be your balancing figures. Okay, the question didn't give you, but you need this. Now this figure 60,000, where are you going to put it? Disposal of your non-current asset under which activity? Investment. Right, anything related to fixed asset will be your investment activities. You remember this? Okay, yeah. Now here, if you look at this, you add on, you get this figure, right? Now, just now you remember I mentioned you have only two things, right? Either it's a cash or bank here, you buy a new asset, or either it's a revaluation. So you need to check, do you have revaluations or not? So from your financial position, you should be able to see. Is there any revaluations? Yes. Compared to last, which one? compared to last year, this is 2015, here is 2016, right? Compared to last year, increased 200. Okay, so this 200 means current year you have a revaluations 200. So balancing figures is your current year purchase. Okay or not? So how much is your balancing figures? Okay now guys? Okay now? Okay. Now accumulated depreciations, according to your questions, initially you have 120, closing you have 190, right? Then during the year, disposal is 15. So initially 1, closing, disposal, how much? 15, right? So here you have your balancing figures. How much is this? Okay now guys? You need depreciation figure for what? Later under operating, right? Operating. So if you look at here, you have this property, plant, equipment. This is under investment. Investment, operating. This is the figure you will need. Okay or not? Can we go on? Okay. So this one settle. Okay. Then the balance you have to look at here. So basically this one done. Inventory increase. Here. How much increase? Decrease 7. So cash flow, we look at cash flow as a plus or minus? Plus 7. Okay. Then trade receivable compared to last year is increased. Means did they pay you money? No, right? They didn't pay you money. So your cash flow reduced. Okay. How much? You show 16? Dividend receivable. Now dividend receivable, just now remember in your income statement, we say you have a dividend income here, right? So now you have opening and closing also. We need to check how much is the dividend receivables this year. Okay or not? So opening is 50, closing is 57. So when you open the account, you have to go dividend receivable first. Opening is how much? I forgot already. Closing 57. Current year income 57. So here you have in your income statement 57. So how much is your cash received? 50, right? Okay, dividend received you can put under. You have two options, you remember? Dividend, interest, you have two options. You can either put under operating or investment. Up to you, you can choose. Okay, if the question never mentioned, it's up to you, you can choose. Okay, now we go on. So this one you settle. Cash, no need lah. You know what's the function of this. 18 is opening, closing is 42. So you go to your statement. Beginning is, closing is. So this year changes should be plus or minus? $24. Okay or not? So your final answer you should get 24. This 3 is a fixed figure. Okay, now. Okay, so this page done. Then you go on. Capital compared to last year, cash flow, plus or minus? Compared to last year, increase, right? So your cash flow increased 106, okay? Can I? Not next. Okay, look at your loan. Compared to last year, it's a decrease, right? Decreased by 100. So means your cash flow will plus or minus? Minus 100 because you pay. How about your creditor? compared to last year is a decrease. Decrease by 5, right? So cash out 5. Okay. Now dividend payable. Here you also have dividend payable. Do you have any? You don't know. But if you look at this dividend payable, you have to open retained earning account and check. By right, if you have opening and closing, you should have dividend payable this year if the figure is different. The figure is the same, also possibility you still have you always have to open this retained earning account to check. Okay, so we open this retained earning account to check these two things first. Retained earning account opening 226, closing 283. So you go to retained earning, opening 226, closing, right? Okay, so CD, here is your BD. Now, during this year, current year profit is 92. Can we? So here you have 92. This is P&L for this year. Here you got 308, right? So basically here you will have how much? The difference is you'll go to your dividend. Okay? Payable account. Can you guys follow? Can okay. So here by right means double entry, you come to here, you have 35 from retained earning. Okay guys? Okay. Then you look at your dividend payables account. Opening is 27, closing is 30. So opening is 27 BD, closing is 30. You know why opening and closing? Opening is on credit side, right? Because it's a payable, it's your liability. So if you look at this, what's the balancing figures here for? Okay or not? It's always cash. Okay. Now, in this case, this amount will be 32. Okay, guys. Okay now. Now, then this also settle. Done, 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 done. And interest accrue. 3, 5. Opening is 3, closing is 5. Current year expenses is 22. Right? Opening is 5, closing is 3. Opening is 5, closing is 3. Current year expenses is 22. Right? So here is your BD, CD, P&L. So how much you have paid this year? 24 cash. Okay or not, guys? So this amount you'll use it in interest, right? You have two options. Either you use it in operating or under what condition you need to pay interest? Loan, right? So either financing or operating, either one. And then here you'll use this figure, P&L figure, plus tax to get back your profit before tax. And here, dividend payable under which category? Finance or operating. Depends on the questions. Okay, yes?
Why the 92 plus the tax before tax?
This is profit after tax. 92 is after tax. I want a profit before tax, right?
Minus tax?
This is already minus tax.
Oh.
Okay. So, capital, I didn't open the account because we just do it this way. Directly. We can do it directly. Okay. Now, interest done. Okay. Then you have one more tax account. Opening 67, closing 76. Opening 67, closing 76. Current year tax 71, right? Am I right? 71, right? Okay. So this is your P&L figures. So balancing cash figures will be 62. So cash figure, where are you going to use it? Tax, you got only one activity, so it should be only under operating, yeah? Okay, so now you have all the informations, right? Can you fill in the blank?
Copy.
Can you try to do that? You need me to do it with you? Okay,